Hello, I'm Alan and this is Teresa, and welcome to today's edition of Alan's Cycling Adventures. We are here in beautiful Bonaire and we are about to go for, I think it's about a 18 mile ride, something like that today. No, I think it's a little over 20. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or ideas for future editions of Alan's Cycling Adventures, be sure to leave them in the comments below. Well, without further ado, let's ride. Before I get into too many specifics about the ride, I do want to give you a heads up on what to watch for in this video if you want to see everything on the first go-round. Some interesting things that we saw on this trip. First of all, we saw a lot of cactus. We saw lizards, although I doubt you'll see those in the video. We saw donkeys. We saw flamingos. We saw a lighthouse, as you probably guessed by the title of this video. And what else did we see? Oh, okay, and at the start of the video, at the start of the ride, we were in town. As you could see, the roads were pretty narrow. So we were trying to stay out of the way of traffic, which was interesting because even though it's this beautiful little island, people still drive the same. They're in a hurry, they're impatient, you name it. Fortunately, we were on mountain bikes, so for the most part, we were able to get off the road when someone was coming. You could also see that once we got out of town, the road was quite narrow, but there was like a gravelly, rocky shoulder, so we did have some room to get off. So once we were out of town, it wasn't bad. While we were riding through town, it was quite dusty. I'm actually surprised that the video quality came out as good as it did, given how dusty it was. So you could see every time there's a car coming, we're getting off the road to let the car go through. Anyway, another thing that we saw on the way back, we saw these salt flats and these mounds of salt that they harvest, I guess, and they ship to wherever in the world they ship it to. You could see at this point the lighthouse off in the distance. We're rapidly approaching it. And so I'm going to pause. We're about at the halfway point of our ride, more or less. We're at the southern tip of Bonaire, and we are at the lighthouse, which was a pleasant surprise. I know one of the 3 islands we're going to, the lighthouse is not on the island, and for some reason I thought that was this island. But I was wrong, because here we are. Anyway, let's get back on the road. Anyway, in terms of the ride itself, the total length of the ride ended up being about 22.5 miles. We had about 100 feet of elevation gain, so it was as flat as it looks like it was. We averaged about 10 miles per hour, which is a little slower than we normally do when we ride together, but we were also on mountain bikes, which tend to ride a little slower. So there is that. In terms of the bikes we were on, these bikes had some insanely low gearing, especially given that we were on this island. As you could see, though, we went to the southern end of the island, and the southern half of the island is pretty flat. But after the ride, we were looking off to the north, and it gets quite mountainous towards the north. A funny little aside, we had wanted to see flamingos. We did not know that we were going to see flamingos on the southern half of the island, but one of the documents that the cruise gave us listed a beach called Goto Beach, which is on the northern end of the island. And we had thought maybe it would be fun once we finished this ride to keep the bikes a little bit longer and ride them to Goto Beach so we could see the flamingos. And since we did see flamingos on this part of the ride, we decided not to. But when we were turning in the bikes, I was looking at a map of Bonaire, and to ride to Goto Lake, it would have been probably another 23, 24 miles added on to our trip. Plus, it would have been mountainous, so maybe those insanely low gears would have come into play. Anyway, we are getting into downtown Kralendijk here. So I guess that is all for now. What a blast.
That was awesome.
Donkeys, flamingos, the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and even a lighthouse. I mean, not Pacific, the Caribbean. I must have heat stroke. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, stay safe out there.